Right, in terms of where we're at, let's give a quick recap and then we'll jump straight in. So, after the explosion over the road in Gralhund's Crown, that's sort of led you on a series of events, almost like dominoes, really, having a bit of a chain reaction one into the other, with a gnome and a stone that was on its way to the party for some reason that you believe is connected to the embezzled money buried somewhere within the city of Waterdeep. Having followed the bodies and realising that at some point the body snatchers were on the way and that the Zentarim was behind some sort of plot that was around this gnome, you then followed them to a secret hideout based in the City of Dead, where with Tavis having a bit of a mooch around, and hearing the words betrayal and Gralhund as the only sort of shred of clue that you could have as a party, he then failed to remain stealthy and just gave away too much of his position within that crypt, which just set the nerve of the Zentarim on edge enough to follow him. Where you guys then went off into the graveyard and then had a battle with those Ents and some reinforcements as well. From there, then you followed the only clue that you had, and being very, very tentative, you decided that you were just going to, rather than poke the hornet's nest, just kind of breeze past it and see what you could find out. However, the next morning you weren't so tentative, and you decided that you were going to go in and have a full look at what was going on and how this was all connected. Into which case, you then found that there was a fight occurring, and seemingly just starting within or not just starting, but had been raging for some time within the house. There were bodies everywhere in both the house guard livery of the Gralhunds and also Zentarim. You fought the Zentarim. You managed to make your way through the villa itself to the upstairs, where you aided the house guard in defeating the Zentarim. While that was going on, Isla, you managed to make your way on the outside of the building up to the balcony, and then sneaking into the master bedroom, where you find two individuals that are bracing themselves for what's about to come through the door. And you hear you hear from your side of the room, Isla, you hear the familiar voice of Tavis yelling out, "Where is Erstal?" at that point. Okay, anything anyone wants to add? Just want to do a little bit of housekeeping, just because I've not done one of these in a few sessions. Isla, have you got your AC, hit points, and passive?
I certainly do. Just load up that page.
And just check while he's loading up, Dal. We're all in the same room, aren't we? He's just far side of it.
No, so where you are, you can. There's a line of sight. You've got doors that separate the foyer that you're on to the master bedroom, where Isla's now just sort of teetering inside, kind of half and half between that and the balcony.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got the picture of you on it of where we finished up the last session. If you want me to put that on the chat or.
Tell you what, yeah, just send it to me now, because what I'll do is I'll just stick it on the screen. In fact, actually, I've got it here anyway, I think. In fact, I know I have. In fact, actually, wasn't it on the...
Right, so that's that sent. As for the other stuff, passive perception 16.
Okay, so 16 on passive. AC?
13, 15 with shield.
13 plus 2. And then you've got hit points.
50.
Okay. Thorin? AC?
16.
16. Hit points?
57.
Passive.
14.
Nagin, AC.
Is 17.
Hit points.
45.
Passive.
11.
Tavis, AC.
15.
Hit points.
44.
44.
Yeah, 44.
And passive.
Big 8.
No, you did
Okay.
not see that truck hit you in the face.
Okay.
Most
So
unreceptive
that's that.
rogue in
That's
history.
that.
Do you want Ulfgar's arrow?
I've got his, mate. Cheers.
I am unperceptive, but I am good at investigation. Just know that, okay? Before you start slagging me off.
Book smart, not street smart.
I can investigate shizzle. I will find that trap.
So let's call it. Boom. Turn that round. Right. Okay. Yeah. So it's a different angle from the way that you guys seen it last time, but that's not shouldn't be a problem. So if I just you get an idea really of just try and get it all in there. Okay, so you guys came up the stairs. There was 2 guards within the doors. You guys are now in the foyer itself. Then we've got the 2 in yellow, which were the Gralhund guards. You've got a green and a red. The green, we'll come to some descriptions in a little while, but that's the male, and the female is in red. The male stepped between Isla and the female in a position to guard. Let me just have a quick look at. There is, which is not on that map, just for a little bit of detail. So between, let's see, we got. I think it's between Tavis. So I wonder if I can show you on there. You see my cursor?
Cursor. Yeah, just, yeah.
You see, yeah, there is a door there, which isn't on there, which isn't on that image. But yeah, there's a door
Okay.
there.
I can't tell who's who out of our minis from this angle and lighting. I know what Isla, so
Without a combat anyway. I just want to try and because this is
fine, yeah.
the sheet that I've got is really difficult to see where the doors are, which is what caused me massive amount of confusion. There is also a door directly opposite, so there's also a door there.
Okay. So like the rest of the upper floor of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okey-doke.
Okay, so Isla, you hear Tavis. Yell out, "Where is Erstal?" Guys, you're just all in the foyer. And if we haven't got anything else we want to discuss, that's where we'll pick it up. What do you guys want to do?
I want to move close to the door where the 2 guys are backed up.
Okay, so you're heading towards the doorway.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, to where they've gone.
Okay, they with their short swords drawn, they don't go to attack you, but they go into a defensive stance.
Okay, but I've still got my axe, and I haven't away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they
fine.
say, and one of them says, "You hold right there."
Is there any response from Tavis asking about Erstal?
At that point, no.
Where I've moved closer to the door, can I now see
Roll a perception. Let's see whether you can see past the guards in front.
Oh, natural 20. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
you can see him straight.
First roll, yes, get in. Keep it there, Jay.
I don't want to say his, but I just try and catch his eye.
I'd say with the passive perception of 16, you'd see that.
Okay.
I'm carrying on. I'm really insistent. Where is Erstil Floxin? Why was there Zentarum here? What's going on? We've just helped you. Put your arms down. We're not here to fight you. What's going on?
And you hear a female voice, and the voice says, "Do not put your swords down. I have no idea who these are."
Fine, we can all stay armed if that's what you want.
Isla, you see that in front of you, between you and where this... She's rather tall. I mean, everyone's taller than Isla, but she's rather tall. And you can see that standing in between you and her is a bald half-orc. He is well-dressed, really well-dressed. Everything is muscle fit, to say the least. But he's really quite dapper. He turns to look at you, and you see that his ugly face is made uglier by a cleft lip. And you can see that in his hand he holds... it's almost chrome in terms of how bright the metal is. You see him holding a morning star.
Ulfgar, will you watch the stairs for us? Make sure nobody comes up.
So yeah, so Ulfgar just he just nods and just walks round towards the stairs. You sort of see him with his axe out, and he sort of goes into a bit of a defensive stance as well, just watching for anyone coming up the stairs.
I'll put my... Sorry, go on.
I step forward towards the guards, through Negan and Tavis. Take my staff and my dagger and put it on the floor in front of them. Say, listen, we heard commotion from outside. We've come to help. We just want to know what was going on. You've just seen us fighting by your side. And I just hold my hands up.
Okay, make a persuasion with advantage.
Both of them were bad. It was a 2 and a 3.
Oh my God, you're the most charismatic player we've got.
I know. It's 10.
10. Right.
Is Negan taking all the good vibes?
Good move though, Jimbo.
You hear the noble saying, "My guards won't attack until I tell them so, but they will not be putting down their weapons. State your name. Who are you?"
My name is Thurin. We're from the what's it called now? Troll Skull Manor, from down the road. We've just moved into the neighbourhood. We heard the commotion and we came to help.
Okay. Just whilst this is happening, just all make a perception check. In fact, actually, no. We'll do it a different way. Give me 1 sec. Okay. You all hear a persistent dull thud, and it's not until the room has gone quiet that you're picking this up. It feels like a dull. It just sounds like a dull thud.
Picking it up, can I hear where it's coming from?
You get the feeling, or that actually just roll. Roll a perception first for us.
All of us.
So I rolled a 25, if it helps.
Okay, yeah,
I rolled a 15.
it's on this floor, and you get the feeling that it from where you are as it's over to your left. It's the other side of the stairs from where you guys are. Thorin, it's slightly behind you.
Alright, so it's out on the foyer with us somewhere.
It's not in the foyer, no. You think that it's over in.
Towards the fireplace.
You think it's sort of coming from this direction.
What, is there a door there?
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
Outside, yeah.
The door's on this level, isn't it?
We're on the top. We're upstairs.
Yeah. The door's on this level.
The door's here. And
Oh,
a door
okay.
here. Okay, but there's a door. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah,
to
you did
include
say
it.
that.
There's also a door there. I did include that one, and then the one that Isla's come through, which is here. But yeah, you have a door there. And Lady Gralhund, who you now assume is Lady Gralhund, says, "I want that dog found. I want him found now. I appreciate that you have made..." She says this to Gars, but then she turns to you and says, "I appreciate that you have made your way inside here, and you have so gallantly come to our aid, but this is none of your concern. You will please vacate yourselves from the villa. We have business to attend to."
I'm
Nope.
barely listening to her at this stage. I tried that door.
Okay. Right, one sec.
So I'd want to reply to that and say, what dog are you missing? There's a guy outside with a dog.
2 dogs.
1 second. The dog that I'm referring to is a black networking scum who's decided to wreak havoc in my home. Okay. Okay, so you're just gonna crack open the door, yeah?
Yeah, because Ulfgar's near as well, isn't he?
I'm going to try the door. I'm really concerned as to who else is still in this house, and how soon the City Watch are getting here as well. To be honest, so I want to try that door, and I want to find this stone, and I think Ursula Floxton's here, and I'd like to kill him.
As you open the door, you see that you are in a bathroom. You can see that that this isn't a very large room itself, but you can sort of see that there is a sort of curtain that's half been drawn around this bath, and you can sort of see that it's got sort of like clawed feet as legs. It's quite an ornate bath, but what really catches your eye is a human male, which is the other side of the room. Directly opposite that door. Let me just make sure I've got that right. Yeah, directly opposite that door, and he's putting a shoulder into the door opposite.
What does it look like?
It's quite a heavy set man. He's wearing black robes, what looks like quite padded armor. And you can see that alongside him, he has a.
I try and shoot him in the ass.
A short sword. What are you going to shoot him with?
My short bow.
Right. Well, do you want to roll a stealth to see whether he spots you as you come through the door?
Yes. 20.
20. And... Hoo-hoo. Okay. Just roll initiative for me. because I haven't got the initiative from last time. In fact, everyone might as well roll the initiative now, and then we've got it.
Uh, 24.
Okay. I'll just go across my screen to see it. Isla?
3.
Thorin?
18.
Natural 1.
Negan?
19.
Ulfgar?
4.
Okay, I will roll for... Well, oh, me Asher dice. Right, I'll roll for the half-orc as well. Here's a... Okay. Right. And then we've got the... Isla, what is your... what's your dexterity bonus?
2.
Okay.
Rolled as low as me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So top of the round then, Tavis.
So I don't know if I would walk in, see him leave in, see the dark clothes, assume there's another Zentarim and try and shoot him. Not going for his head because I'm not trying to kill him outright, but I'm trying to stop him getting out of there and take some damage. So shoot him in the ass.
Okay. Roll for the attack.
$24.
Yeah, 24 hits.
And then damage-wise, is the question of whether or not he heard me open the door, I suppose.
Yeah, he heard you, yeah.
He heard me on a 20.
Rolled an actual 20.
Cool.
You're, much you're not coming through on the mic, you know.
How about now?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's 9 points of damage.
9. Okay.
9!
9!
Sorry, it's the damage die and your, for me, dex modifier, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. 9 points of damage.
9. Okay. Yeah, so you release the arrow. This arrow just sort of, as he's putting his shoulder in, just sort of grazing across his other shoulder. He's already turned around to see you and just manages to duck out of the way before it hits anything. He is 10 feet. He's not even, no, he's not. He's within melee range. He just turns round. Oh yeah, you'd have been at disadvantage on that attack. Yeah, doesn't matter, leave it as it is, but you'd have been disadvantaged on that one because of how close you were with it being a ranged weapon.
Okay.
Right, so he's going to turn around then with the...
Are we doing like combat actions, like I can decide to do my other actions as I would in combat?
Yeah, we're in combat. Yeah. Well, once you go for the combat and we won't roll initiative, then we're in. Yeah.
Okay, so noticing that, I'd bonus action disengage and duck around the corner. And there's a free action, I think. Shout! Look out! We've got more company.
Okay.
Is that all okay?
So where would you be now then?
I don't know which one I am. Top right, am I?
Well, where you would have been, you'd have been in this square here, and he would have been in this square here.
Okay, I only opened the door, I didn't step into it, but either way.
Oh, so you're in there then, yeah? Then you're not
That would have been
disengaging
my-
anyway. You're not disengaging anyway then.
Yeah, so I'd just duck back around the corner, bonus action hide then, and just say, "Look out, guys! We've got more company." So I'd go
Okay.
back. I'd revert to where I am. Then yeah.
Okay, just for clarity on your hide, your bonus hide is still a stealth check, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
So roll your stealth check. I'd say with disadvantage because he's looking at where you're going. There's nowhere really to hide. You're just looking behind there.
20.
20. With disadvantage, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the arrow strikes that quick. And it's only a quick glance, then he sort of turns around and looks. Who is... Let's say maybe Negan, you could be visible there.
Do you know what, Darryl? Looking at those rules. Yeah. Do you know what, Darryl? Looking at those rules that we've been talking about, if it was a part of the combat, my free action to say something to the guys, I don't think I'd have had that because it would have been my free action to open the door in the first place. Depends when you say the combat started.
No, the combat started after you
Okay.
drew out the crossbow once you'd opened the door.
Okay.
Yeah, you were there, so that would have been yeah, so it's fine. Yeah, so we probably see you from where you are, Negan. You to hide would be difficult because I think that is Thorin. I think that's Thorin there.
I've stepped forward. I'm in front of the two guards.
Oh, you have moved, yeah. Okay, yeah, so it's a vacant space. Okay. Yeah. So he's going to turn around then and see Negan. He is going to... he turns around, you sort of see him, you see him look at you. He quickly rushes the door, slams it shut, and he puts his shoulder up against the door, bracing the door. It's going to be his turn. Negan, you're up.
I want to go at the door. Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Oh, beautiful.
Here's Negan.
Yeah,
Oh, that is beautiful.
Okay,
that in the bet.
then. Let me have a quick look.
Yeah, it should be on your card.
Yeah, I've got it here. Right, so roll the attack.
Am I adding my attack bonus?
Yeah, it's a normal. Just treat it like a normal attack.
18.
How many?
8.
18 hits. Let's say okay, yeah. So 18 hits on the first attack. Roll your damage.
6.
Okay. Roll your. Are you going to continue to attack it?
Yeah, with a second.
Okay. Roll again.
17.
17 hits.
Seven.
Okay. Yeah, you've managed to carve in 2 really good strikes with your axes, and one of the door panels has actually come through to a point where you can actually now see within the room itself through the gap. But the door itself is, although is heavily damaged, is still standing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thorin.
Yeah, I just say, well, it looks like we're going to take care of your hound problem too. And I turn around and I cast Minor Illusion and just start making this big ball of lightning sort of thing.
Yep.
Instead of trying to cast a proper spell. Just I'm making a point of making it quite dramatic to show them the fact that, yeah, those things on the floor aren't really that important. when it comes to defending myself.
All right, okay. So it's just a bit of a show of strength. Just make a performance check for me.
22.
22. Okay. Right. Take a 1d6 inspiration.
Okay.
Right, for you to use if you're doing another. Well, obviously you can use whenever you want, but you can use that to do if you have to negotiate later on, based on the images that you've just shown him. Okay, so.
And that'll end my turn. I'll just keep my back to them. Like I don't care that they're there.
Okay. Right. Ulfgar is up. What's Ulfgar doing?
Ulfgar is gonna me going at the door and then have a swing at the door himself.
Okay.
Axe.
Yeah.
Axe.
Battle axe it.
Battle axe.
12.
12 to hit, yeah?
Yeah. He doesn't get anything to add on to his 12, does he?
You should have.
Yeah, strength.
Oh, +3. Oh, hang on then, yeah. 15.
15, just made the DC. He was going to miss the door with the 12. Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
It's probably strength and proficiency in it.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to have a look at it.
+3.
5.
5 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, with that, the axe just breaks through. Let me just make a... yeah, with that, the axe breaks through. And the assailant that's behind, he gets shoved back. He doesn't manage to keep his feet, and he's actually prone on the floor as the door swings open. And you sort of see him come back onto his wrist and sort of back it back up. You see that along one side of his face is, you're not sure whether it's his blood or someone else's blood, but it's sort of clotted in his hair. It's matting across his face where it's starting to dry, and he starts to sort of back up on the spot, moving back towards the door that he was banging on. Anything else for Ulfgar's turn?
No, he's just gonna pull his axe back out of the door.
Okay. The half-orc, by the way, that came before Ulfgar, he was just ready in an action, so that would then put us with Isla.
Yeah, I see Ulfgar putting through the door and just shout, Megan, the old man's doing what you couldn't. Might be worth asking him some questions rather than killing him. And then I'm just gonna hold my action just in case anyone tries to leave via the balcony. I'll just try and step in front of them.
Okay. Okay. The two guards, they're just going to remain where they are. They've now drawn their sword and they are really rallying in front of their noble that they're trying to protect. Okay, that takes the top of the round then. So Tavis.
Yeah, pop back out. I'm not taking my what I assume might have been a sneak attack advantage. Aim it at the guy in the bathroom who's prone. Aim my bow at the guy who's prone in the bathroom and say, "Come on out. There's a few people in here who'd like a word with you. What's your name?"
Is that your action?
I guess that's not even a full action, is it? I'll hold to shoot if he tries to do anything other than what I've said.
Okay. He does get up. And he's, which is half his movement, and then he moves over towards you in the door. So you can roll your attack.
Okay. Well, do I get the impression he's coming out like I asked him to? Or he's moving towards me?
No, it's in a threatening way.
Okay. Yeah.
12 misses.
I miss with my attack then.
Okay. He's with his short sword now is going to attack you. He gets multi-attack with this. So that's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 17 points of piercing damage on the first attack.
I'll do uncanny dodge.
Is that half it, does it?
Yeah. So that's...
13.
Wait, did you say it was 17?
Oh, sorry, 17. It was
8.
8.
Oh.
8, yeah. Yeah.
8 or 9.
So that's the first attack. Second attack. There's a 9 to hit.
No,
Misses. So yeah, he takes a quite a significant blow with the first, but you just manage to really dodge out of the way and just sort of catching on the midriff as he comes round again with the second one. But while you're out of the way, he misses again with that. That leaves his turn, Negan.
The fucker.
Okay, you're on mute, mate.
Can I just... What did Isla say?
I just said it was worth maybe asking him some questions. I also said, I can't believe that the old man did what you couldn't in breaking down the door.
Okay.
Taunting.
Again, I want to... Yeah, I just want to... Is he still in the doorway? Is he in the doorway at this time when he's attacked?
Yeah, and Tavis is right in
Yeah.
front of him as well. So.
Oh.
Bleeding. Well, I'm to the side, aren't I? Am I? No, maybe I'm from...
No, you're in the doorway.
Can I move him out the way and then this is Sparta, the old boy, back into the bathroom?
Yes.
What do you want to do? Sorry, because you just.
So I want to move...
Knock
I want
me
to
out
move
the
him out the way,
Yeah.
and then I want to... This is Sparta, him back into the bathroom.
Oh, give him the kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's just make a strength check against Tavis. So strength check for you, Tavis, because you're quite grounded, waiting for this attack.
I think you'll be alright, mate. Is that strength saving or... Yeah? Strength?
Yeah, strength. Yeah, strength. Yeah, strength save.
I got 8.
3.
How many did you get?
I got 17, but then I plus my 5, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah. You take a point of damage, Tavis, as you go careering into the wall.
I don't mind, you know.
As this
I've gone
Dragonborn just
willingly.
absolutely this sword just passed you, and this Dragonborn just shoulder barged you out into the. Right, just make a. So what is it for an unarmed check? Has anyone got the? I haven't got that in front of me. I don't think.
Unarmed attack, I think.
Unarmed strike, yeah.
That damage is D4. I don't know what you add. Probably
Yeah, it
strength
is, yeah.
and proficiency.
I'll tell you now.
Presumably, I'm on my arse as well, Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would be prone, yeah. Was all unarmed strike just monk? I think it is.
No, anyone can do an unarmed strike or improvised weapon is D4 as damage. I don't know about.
Yeah, but it's what the I think it's just a straight
the attack roll.
check.
It's under melee. It's under melee attack.
I think it's just his strength modifier onto the attack.
I don't think he's proficient.
195.
As long as you do more damage to him than me.
Instead of using a weapon to make a melee weapon attack, you can use an unarmed strike, a punch, a kick, headbutt, or similar. On an unarmed strike, it deals bludgeoning damage equal to 1 plus your strength modifier.
It's not a D4 then, mate.
So is there a modifier then, or is it not? Or is there not? Sorry, I just missed that.
On a hit, an unarmed strike deals bludgeoning damage equal to 1 plus your strength modifier.
But there's no modifier to the roll.
Nope, just 1 plus your strength.
Right. Okay. All right. So just make a D20 roll for us, please, for Negan.
18.
Yeah, 18 would hit anyway. So 1 plus your D4, or D4 plus 1.
No, 1 plus his strength mod.
Oh, sorry, 1 plus your strength. Sorry.
6.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. He's gonna make a.
Action save, a motherfucker. Tavis is fuming now. Not with Negan, he knows Negan did what he had to do.
Yeah.
This guy we said, come out here and talk, and the guy came and swiped at me. Oh no.
No, sir.
You're going down, down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you managed to give him the kick, but he does manage to stay on his feet. He just gets knocked back 5 foot as he just takes the full force of your kick to the gut. Anything else for your turn?
Can I just move back one so I'm not blocking up everything?
Yep, that's fine. So you then take 1 step back.
Yeah.
Thorin?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in that doorway with my big ball of lightning. Just keep that going.
Okay. Ulfgar?
Ulfgar is now going to go in and obviously attack the guy that's boot with his battle axe.
Mm-hmm. Make the attack.
$19.
Yeah, 19 hits. Damage.
$4.
4 points. Okay. Yeah, he manages to luckily sort of dodge most of the blow. But he's still standing. Is that the end of his turn? Has he got another attack?
No. In the room now with him, isn't he?
Okay, Ulfgar then? Yeah, he's in the room with him, yeah. Sorry, not Ulfgar, Isla. Sorry, what were you going to say, Jay?
Is the room that he's in, is that the same size as like the room, like far out as that goes there?
It's as long.
Yeah, as long as that, and it goes.
So it's
the other end.
25, but it's by 10. So the room itself. Yeah.
2 by 5.
Yeah, it's 2 by 5. I'll just draw it on the thingy in a sec.
The room that he's in, the room that the assailant is in?
Yeah.
Yeah, got you.
When I can find the actual picture that I had. It is. Yeah, so the room is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, that's fine.
And then directly opposite, then you've got the other door. Then he was trying to nudge through.
Yeah.
Okay then, Isla.
And I just turn to the lady and say, is this not proof enough that we're trying to help? And again, just holding my action for either them trying to leave, or just step in the way or something like that.
Yeah. She says to you that it's not help that was asked. You have waltzed into my home. I never asked for you to enter. Okay, that would then give us to Tavis. Top of the round.
Yeah, Tavis is in Tavis's mind now. He's thinking that this guy in here who's just attacked him is probably is Zentarim is quite possibly still Floxen based on what she said about the dog of the Black Network. So I'm going to get up and go back up to the door, see if I can still see him.
Yep, he's right in front of the.
And I
The
can
door.
get a shot off with my short bow, and he's engaged with Ulfgar.
Ulfgar, yep.
So I'm just gonna get up and go and take a shot at him. I'm done with diplomacy. Ooh, am I not hit? 12.
12 misses. Just one attack, yeah?
Yeah, I only have one attack, don't I? Yeah. And stay there with the. I don't know if I get to, stay there with the bow aimed at him. I'm not letting him out my sight as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, he's going to take 2 swipes with his short sword at Ulfgar. Okay, the second one hits. And that's going to be 5 points of damage to Ulfgar.
5.
Okay. Okay. He's got nowhere to go, so he's just standing his ground. Yeah. Okay. So with that, then it's Negan.
Yeah, I just want to go in and attack with go.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk in now, flanking Ulfgar. You can make your attacks.
Oh,
Does flanking give advantage?
Well, for flanking does, yeah.
What was that?
that's 10 with the first act.
Yeah.
How many with the first axe?
10.
10 misses.
Okay. Second act.
What was the second one? Sorry.
2 seconds, mate. 15.
15 just hits.
Oh, 11.
Okay. Yeah. You're wading in. It's getting pretty crowded in there. You've got to sort of cram in between him and this rather large bathtub.
Were they with advantage then, or not?
No, I'm just trying to have a look for the rule then.
I couldn't hear what Chris was saying about something.
Flanking, you've got to be directly opposite each other to be flanking.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
but I'm sure.
Well, there's not enough room for that, is there?
I'll check it. I'll add that to the list of things to check.
I'll do some looking at flanking now in the DM's guide if you want.
Yeah. I don't think it is. I think it's a feat. I think it's in with like one of the feats or something, or it's in with like
The sentinel thing, isn't it?
sort of stuff and all that sort of stuff that it comes in with. Okay, is that the end of Negan's turn?
Yeah, the end of one.
Okay. Now, just for the sake of it, then, so Thorin, I'm assuming, and Isla, you're just going to continue doing the same things?
Incorrect, no.
Okay, so we'll go with, are you doing the same thing, Thorin?
I was just gonna shout, restrain him. And
Okay.
carry on.
That would then take us then to Ulfgar. If you want to make the attack for Ulfgar, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. Can Ulfgar try and restrain?
Can I try and restrain him? Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, wicked grapple.
What have I got to roll for that? Sorry.
It's his strength against the assailant's strength.
So what, the modifier or the strength together?
Yeah, you rolled the d20 plus the modifier for the strength.
Yeah.
And then I have to oppose it.
$17.
Thanks.
Okay, yeah, 11. So you managed to
Work,
grapple.
Ulfie.
So the grappled creature's speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. And the condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or the grappling effect, such as when a creature is hurled by a Thunderwave spell.
But how is Ulfgar got him? He like got his arms behind his back, or is he like bear hugging him, or?
Yeah, just literally just gripping him from the front, arms wrapped around him, and holding him against that, against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do next?
That's it for Ulfgar. I just want him to hold him.
Okay. Okay, so that would be the end of Ulfgar's turn. Isla?
Yeah, Isla starts shuddering under his breath. Like, fucking hell, fucking didn't listen to me, the fucking doppelganger. It's like fucking round 2. Fuck's sake, here we go. So I want to start walking over to them and then bang pretty much on the door, affecting as many people as humanly possible, including my own cronies. I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay. Take a d6 for the comment. Inspiration.
Beautiful. Thanks.
Calming emotions.
Calm Emotions. So each humanoid in a 20-foot radius square centered on a point I choose must make a charisma saving throw. It can choose to fail it if they want to. If the creature fails its saving throw, I can either cause them to be frightened of me or be charmed by me for a minute.
Okay, so we'll start with the Zentarim first.
Where's the knock and where's the 20 foot?
Basically going to be centering it basically on the door so that it'll get 20-foot radius.
Yeah, so the way that I see that's going to be
Fucking
You
hell.
It's
can
gonna
get
be
to the
the
door, can you?
Zentarim.
Yeah.
I'm just walking that way as far over. It's a 60-foot range, so I've got the range to cast
Cool.
it.
So in there as a minimum, it's going to be the Zentarim, Ulfgar, and Negan making the constitutions.
Charisma.
Charisma check. So I even think that would have Tavis in there as well.
You could have probably put it on the corner of our room and got everybody in it. There's a 20 radius cube.
It's a 20-foot radius sphere, I think. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so you can get.
Yeah, radius sphere. Yeah.
Radius sphere, centered on
so
a
you
point
can
I
get-
choose.
If you put it on the corner, you could get everybody.
40 diameter.
The bottom left corner of where that drawing is.
Yeah.
Get everybody. You calm everybody down.
Is that doable, DM? I mean, primarily I'm going after Floxen, so I realistically I wouldn't be that coy with it.
Well, it's your call.
Yeah, no, it'd be metagaming to fuck that. So now I'd be putting on the door because my priority is to calm everything that's going on in that fucking room.
Okay, so then that is the Zentarim, Ulfgar, Nagin, and Tavis to make charisma saving throws. So the Zentarim was a straight 8. What was the DC?
16.
Okay, so DC 16 to beat.
9.
So Tavis, you fail.
$18 for
4.
Negan.
And
Yeah.
Ulfgar.
Wolfgar is
So Nagin succeeds.
14.
What was the DC? 16.
16 there he failed.
So everyone but Nagin fails the save.
Well, I'm just trying to. What do you know what page conditions is on, just so I can find out exactly where to get out of Charmed.
Well, I've got the conditions in front of me here. So Charmed is a charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects, and the charmer has advantage on ability checks to interact socially with the creature.
Is there something else that calm emotions does?
It basically, you can either make them frightened or charmed.
Okay.
Basically, depending on what happens in regards to being in or out of combat, depends on what I want to do. But my goal would be just to kind of calm everyone the fuck down and stop going nuts.
Well, okay, I get it. Okay, yeah. So with that, then Ulfgar becomes relatively calm. The heat of the moment has washed away, and he loosens his grip on the Zentarim. The Zentarim, in turn, looks a little bit confused at Ulfgar, and Negan is almost like, what was all that about?
I've got it ready. Okay.
You sort of see there's a look of confusion on his face. So what do you want to do?
Let me know when we're considered, or if we're considered out of combat, because this shit's only got 1 minute. So
Yeah, I would suggest that you're out of combat.
I mean,
Yeah.
from Travis's point of view, and I'm up next, I'm still planning to shoot him again. I'm calmer, but I'm still going to shoot him. I'm still quite clear in my objective that this guy and his entire gang have tried to kill me several times, and all of my mates. I've not been given any instruction by my charmer otherwise. I'm still planning to shoot him. Just letting you know.
Okay, Ulfgar, Isla.
Yeah, well, if I can do, I'll be saying, listen, don't shoot him. Want to talk to him? We can kill him afterwards.
Mm-mm-mm.
To be fair, Tavis would just take that from Isla, as he sees him as the de facto leader of the group, and he has saved his life before, so Tavis wouldn't even contest that as a... If Isla says do this, Tavis right now, especially with the condition, would do that.
It's
So,
22,
there's no need.
22 with persuasion.
Yeah. Cool.
How loud were you being when you said what you just said? Because alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that's hostile towards this in different ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell or is witness to any of his friends being harmed. I'm just with the comment of we can kill him afterwards.
Yeah, probably. I'll just more on the lines of, listen, let's talk first. We'll talk to him and then decide the rest later.
So in response to that, I would, if I can proceed with my turn, what Tavis would do, I would walk up to him, take out a dagger and put it to his neck, and say, "Come on," rather than talk.
So you're going to try and intimidate at this point.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, you put a knife to my neck. I'd be pretty intimidated.
Yeah, I don't trust to leave him by himself or anything because I've been told not to harm him, so I'm not doing. But I am making an aggressive action because Tavis wants to kill him.
Needs it.
I'd see that as being an attack, putting a knife to a throat.
I'm not trying to harm him. I'm like poking him towards the room so we can talk to everybody. As Isla has just said, because he's just, he's guiding my actions to be.
See, even if he witnesses his friends being harmed, that breaks the spell.
It's fine. Play it how you read it, man.
I'd say that would break the spell, and that we would be back to being top of the round, and he's not grappled.
Hold on, what spell does it break? Being
charmed, calm emotions.
But I'm charmed. I can't. I've not broken that spell, so I can't break it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the this ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell or is witness to any of his friends being harmed.
Yeah, I've not harmed anybody.
Yeah, but that's threatening, isn't it? You've just calmed everyone down and then walked up to someone and put a knife to the throat.
Well, I probably wouldn't be able to do that then, because I'm under the condition of the charmed effect.
No, you're charmed.
Anybody.
Yeah, but you're charmed by Isla, so your actions outside of that still remain the same. He's charmed by Isla. He's not charmed by you. But what he is he's not in like a different mental state. He's just calmer. What breaks the calm is if something is threatening towards him or his friends. You walking up to him and putting a knife to his throat, he's not going to remain calm while you do that. That's going to break the spell.
That's fine. Matt's made his call. DM's ruled. It's fine. Carry on as we are.
So you can make an intimidation check.
It's not great. 10.
Okay. Yeah, as you put the knife to his throat, you see that the softness to his eyes that he had a moment ago have gone. They've got a dark glint to him as he stares at you, but he doesn't move. He allows you to put the knife to his throat, and he stays where he is.
Yeah, that's me. Nothing else makes sense. Anything else I would do doesn't make sense.
Okay, so what are we doing next then? Because right now he's got a knife to his throat. You've intimidated him.
So back in the initiative order, aren't we?
It's Negan, isn't it?
No, it's actually him.
Oh, okay. So my putting the knife to his throat was like either to his throat or to the back of his neck to kind of push him, prompt him into the room, because Isla said we're going to talk to him. So my whole thing was, I'm just trying to get him to come along and talk to him, but I'm making him.
He's in the room that's circled, or that's squared off.
He needs to be in the room with everybody else, as far as I'm concerned.
He's up against the door. He's got Ulfgar to one side, Negan to another, and you to another.
Okay.
And he's got your knife to his throat.
So you're kind of saying we're out of combat?
No, we're back in combat.
We're in combat. It's now his.
We're in combat.
It's his go. Okay, he's going to do what he wants to do then, yeah.
I think he's going to be angered by the knife to the throat. I think he's going to take to. Okay. Right. Just make a strength save for me, please.
Moi?
Yeah.
Natural one.
So he pushes you away and the knife with it to give himself some space, and then he looks around at the three of you. He's a cornered dog. He doesn't say anything, he just looks at you. We'll say that now we're out of combat.
Just remind me how long calm emotions last.
Doesn't, you broke it.
Doesn't come.
Oh, I broke it altogether.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did or he did?
You did. You went up to him and put a knife to his throat when he was calm.
I think he's on about. I think he means everybody else.
So what I was saying by that was, I was under the calm emotions effect. So can I do that whilst I'm under calm emotions?
You did it.
Yeah,
That's
because
what you were going to do.
you're only charmed against me.
Oh, see. Okay. I thought the whole... Okay, fine.
So he just looks at you. He doesn't say anything. He's pushed you away, the knife away from his throat. And he just sort of looking. He's looking around. So right now we're out of combat.
With no initiative or nothing.
No, you're out of combat.
Alright, I'm going to say... still flocks in, I presume?
He just turns and looks at you with dead eyes.
Probably time to start talking. You've got 2 options, talk or perish.
I won't perish. Who are you?
We are your biggest problem right now.
I don't think so.
I raise my short bow again and aim it square at his head and say, yes, we are.
Make an intimidation.
Not my wheelhouse. 18.
He just stays quiet.
Right, just player-wise, I don't want to dominate this. So anybody wants to jump in, otherwise I will continue.
Just go.
Carry on.
Just go with what you think.
No, you crack on, mate. I've gone to Isla's gone to get his dummy, which is in the garden outside.
And I've shut the lightning down and turned back to the guys and motioned to my weapons on the floor. May I?
And
Okay.
the lady of the house sort of just nods, and then she turns round to the half orc, and she says,
I'm back in that room, by the way.
"You back in the master bedroom?"
Yeah, I'll have gone.
Yeah.
I'll have tried to have gone back in there and gone past the guards, but whether they've decided to.
They've allowed you to move quite freely, considering what's gone on. But the half orc, he looks at Lady Gralhund, and she says, "Hrabaz, chain up that dog. Let's free my husband." And Hrabaz, he makes his way
Frabraz.
through. Hrabaz.
Rabaz. Is he making his way towards who I think is Erstel?
Yeah, he starts to he doesn't like nudge or push. He just you sort of feel, Negan, you feel a hand on your shoulder, just gently, nothing intimidating. Just to
Before
try.
he gets a chance to get there, I shoot Erstel in the face.
Okay. Roll the attack.
Yes, Tavi.
I wish I had the call the shot mechanics that we had.
23, and damage will depend whether you think he was expecting that, and it was, or is he next to somebody on sneak attack? Is he somebody
You're next to
melee
everyone.
with it?
You're all in melee.
Yeah, so you
Okay,
would get sneak
yeah.
attack.
Isla's having deja vu.
Look at Jay. Go on then, roll. So that hits. Roll for damage.
Sneak attack, yeah.
Yeah, give you sneak attack. Yeah.
Oh, 15.
15. Let me just check something. Okay, so yeah, you can see that as you pull the trigger, he sort of turns slightly, and it does really gouge. It leaves a really big wound where you can see the skull poking through from his forehead and round to his temple, cutting open where his hair would be, and you see it now just streaming with blood. Took off part of his ear, and the arrow itself just embedded in the wall behind him. And he turns to you. Is there anything else that you want to do?
Nope.
Okay.
Playing it out. I could be smart and do tactical things, but I'm gonna play it out.
Okay, he's
I'll
going to
see what
take. He's just going to attack you now, seeing that there's no parlay in what's going on. He's just going to take the 2 attacks. So that's going to be a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Which hits. He's just going to take 2 swipes straight away. So. And the other one's a 25 to hit, which hits.
Yeah.
And you take 14 points of damage.
I'll uncanny dodge it.
Okay. So 7.
Yep.
Yeah, now he's just cornered. Negan.
At this point, can I just shout out to can I say, "You really need to keep him alive"? Will he hear that from where I am?
I would say so. Yeah, he's in the next room. He's within earshot. Yeah.
Yeah, I
What
just
did he
shout
say?
it. Do we really need to keep this guy alive?
Okay. I'll wait for my round.
Yep.
Okay, then what I want to do then is put my axes away, and then just literally go to grip him, and then just hold him for the guy before the guy behind me that's there.
Yeah. Make a strength check.
I'm a fucking beast.
And roll a natural 1.
Yeah. 19.
19.
Nice.
He rolled a 16. So yeah, you managed to incapacitate him and grapple him.
Do I feel like he's got some strength on me, or do I feel like I'm quite easily holding him?
Yeah, he looks. No, I mean it was a 16 versus 19, so he's holding
Yeah.
his own, but you've managed to grip him.
Yeah. So
And on your arm, you start to feel like the patter of blood that's now streaming from his head from the
Yeah.
arrow. Frabaz, then he's going to come in and he's going to just join in a little bit and just try and help you restrain him. So he'll just give you advantage on the strength save. So he just comes in and just getting blood down his perfectly tailored suit. He just keeps hold of him, and he says to you, he says, "Let's pull him into the bedroom."
Okay. Yeah, just slowly walk, obviously making sure that I'm not loosening it at all.
Okay. Yeah. So out of combat.
Shabazz is kinky.
While he's restrained, you pull him through into the master bedroom. Isla?
Can I tell Ulfgar to follow me though, behind me as well though?
Yeah, you and Ulfgar then fall out. Tavish, you're still there in the room, and Isla, whereabouts are you now? You're watching them as they drag him out.
Yeah, I'll have, if there's a bench or something in the bedroom, I'll have just sat down on that. Just kind of.
Yeah, there's all sorts of the furniture. There's a huge lavish bed in the centre where the lady is.
The
lady.
Yeah, no, I'd just be sitting down in the bedroom, just waiting to see what unfolds.
Okay. Okay, who wants to do what?
I mean, that's a wounded puppy there.
Took a bit. I sort of turn around and like Tavis as well, because obviously just don't want to make sure he's not ready to shoot again.
I'm furious. I'll walk in and say, assume, Lady Gralhund, this is your dog problem.
This is a problem, but you're also a problem. You're not welcome on my property.
Well, we'll be out of your hair soon enough if you can help us get out. This, you're gonna end up with fleas if you end up in bed with dogs like this.
Well, that's my business.
Speaking of your business, where's your husband?
And with that, she looks at the two guards. The two guards walk through into the bathroom, and then they start to knock on the door that he was trying to break into. Moments later, you see a youngish noble. He's got dark hair and the hair sort of quite bouffant, but sort of pushed back, and he has a black beard, full beard, but quite sort of short in length, not stubble, but proper beard. You see the way that he's dressed, and he walks out with the two guards, and he's as he sees his wife, he walks up and he says, "Oh, dear, what an ordeal!" And she says, "Yes, let's save that till later, shall we?" And he just sort of looks a little bit bashful to her side.
So from this display, we can assume that he was being a coward and hiding.
He was locked away in that room, yeah.
Yeah.
I turn to Floxin and say, "Where's the stone?"
And he looks you in the eye and he says, "Well, that's what I'm here for."
Can I, as Tavis has said this, can I see if there's any reactions of any of the other members, the lady, the lord, or the half orc?
Just make a perception check.
If I can, I'd like to insight the response from Floxen.
Yep, that's quite atrocious. 8.
You see a glint, but nothing that looks like she's worried in terms of Lady Gralhund. But at the mention of the stone, you do see that there's a twitch, a glint. You know.
Cool.
Can I insight check Floxen for his response to that's what he's here for?
Yeah, you can make it. Well, yeah, you can make an insight check. Yeah.
It's terrible. No point. 4.
Yeah, it's hard
Hard to read.
So he says, "You may have think that you've defeated us, but we are strong in number. And this house
Right now,
will burn." He's not looking at you, he's looking at Lady Gralhund.
Oh, really?
"I suggest you give me what I came for." And she looks back and she says, "I don't even have it." And then she points to the guards and she says, "I want him chained. I want him locked up. And this time I want him locked up properly, not like the last time. Get that dog back in his cage." And the two guards start to... They pull out some shackles and they start to shackle up his arms.
I think, whoa, steady on, boys. Before you do, I want to search him. I want to frisk him.
Okay.
I've still got hold of him at this point, though, while they're trying to put shackles on, haven't I?
Yeah, you're holding him. Yeah.
With free bars.
So I'm not letting them take him, even though they're putting chains on him. I'm not letting him go.
No, you're yeah. Well, are you doing it to support, or are you just holding him, or what you doing?
I'm just holding him. I'm not letting them take him either at this point in time. I'm making sure that if they try and grab him, I've got hold of him.
Yeah. So yeah, and Rabaz is there as well. He's holding while they start to shackle, and they pull him up, not gently either. They sort of hoist him up. Blood's really pouring down the side of his face, and they start to yank him. And Lady Gralhund says, "Place him in the villa, and in the ball, please, and make sure that he's guarded. No one leaves him until we can find out a place to put him."
Is there a is there a table in here? A desk?
You've got what would be like a dressing table.
Alright. Okay.
Which would be used for that sort of thing.
So before they get to him and Negan's still holding him, I want to walk up and frisk him and search him. And I've asked the guards to step off.
Okay.
And I say to her, before you take him anywhere, I'm not sure how dire you think the circumstances were, but there's no one left downstairs to guard him. We dispatched of his men. Your men were already cleared.
You find there's 18 gold on him. but there's nothing else other than his weapons. He's got a short sword with him. There's nothing else.
Take his fucking short sword as well.
Sorry, what did you say, Thorin?
I
I was
was,
just checking something.
I was saying to her, I was like, before you take him anywhere, I'm not sure how dire you think the circumstances were before we got here, but his men had already dispatched of yours and were on their way up here. So don't be thinking there's anyone down there that can guard him.
He's not going down there. He's going to the ballroom. And you see as they start to march him off, they take him to the door which is by the stairs, so on the same floor. And as they open that door, you can see that from where you are, only just, you can sort of see that this looks like it's open to quite a large sort of room, and they sort of march him in and then close the door behind them.
I take a seat on the dressing table, just stand my staff up against it and just sit back. I say, well, you're welcome.
Well, I don't even know why you're in my home. Uninvited. How do I know you're not working for them? For him?
Well, when we've just nearly killed him.
Is there a bed in this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I literally sit on the bed, grab one of the, start slowly like wiping off my axes? It's on the bed.
Yeah, make an intimidation check.
Fucking power move, that. Oh, fine French silk you have here.
40.
14. Okay. Krubaz sort of looks at you and shakes his head. But he doesn't make a move towards you, he just shakes his head. Like, I'm disapproving of what you're doing.
I just blow a smoke ring.
Now, do you mind telling me why you're really here?
Well, that stone was on its way to us. So we've been following him, and that's how we ended up finding out that you were under attack. We just want what was coming to us in the first place.
Well, I've secured that stone. It's my stone. You won't be taking it. Krubaz, the doors. And he moves to the other side of the room. And you see that he opens up a door. And as he does, you can see that behind this door, and this is it at the back of the master bedroom, opposite where the balcony is, you see that there's a smaller room on the other side, and you also see that there are 2 children. And as that door opens, with the 2 children inside, you see Lady Gralhund, wearing her breastplate and still armed with the rapier. She moves and she walks into the room, and you see her take a knee by her children, and with her arms wrapped around them, she pulls them in and holds them.
And how do you claim ownership of the stone when it was on its way to us?
Who is the true owner of the stone? Have you ever owned it?
Have you?
I own it now.
It was,
People died. People died whilst that stone was on its way to us. It was intended for us from its previous owner. And on the way there, people died. Good men died.
It was Lord Neverember that was sending it to us, wasn't it?
Yeah. Think so. We think so. Via his gnomish friend.
Yeah, sorry, that's Dalakar, yeah.
Yeah, the gnome. Dalakar, yeah. And no, Lord Neverend was sending it to us.
Loyal servants of noble houses. And it didn't reach its intended destination.
Our good friend Dalakar died on his way.
If you're looking for any type of sympathy, you won't find it here. And she lets go of the children, and she marches over to her husband, and she says, "Is it still in there? I knew it was a bad idea putting that thing in here." He says, "Yes, I don't know how to get rid of it." And you see that she looks at Hrabaz, and Hrabaz walks off, sort of heading back into the bathroom.
I'll follow him.
Okay, as you do, he doesn't really make a play to stop you, but he walks through the bathroom into the room, which Lord Gralhund had come from. And you can see that there is it's a wood-panelled bedchamber, and the first thing that strikes you that there's a table with a cage on it, and within this cage is just a whirl of wing and tail just whirling round, and you make out that there are probably about 3 flying snakes within this cage, just whirling, and one comes to a stop and they carry on going. But the thing that really catches your eye is a neon blue light which is emitting from the floor. You see a circular pattern of interlocking ruins in multiple layers, so an outer ring and then a middle ring and an inner ring, and you can see that these ruins are very precise in the way that they're laid out, and each one is emitting this blue light. Hrabaz just sort of looks at it.
Do I have any knowledge of what that is? I think Matt's got an idea, but does Tavis?
Just roll an Arcana check.
Not 20.
Yeah, so you've heard of teleportation rings before.
So where does this go? Frabaz? Is it Frabaz?
He just looks at you and then walks back. As Tavis is gone, the rest of you hear the husband saying, "And anyway, if we'd have gotten rid of it, then he would never have gotten away. He would have been here now, and we may have lost the stone, darling."
Do I not hear that 'cause I'm in the other room?
What did he
You
say?
don't hear that now.
What did he say again?
Come on, guy.
Run that past me again.
You asking me? Or you asking the party?
I was asking you, but did you say someone got away then?
Well, yes. And he looks back at his wife. Look. This plan was hatched at the last minute, and it was a good job that we did. You know where I sent him. As long as he could get past whatever's the other side of this, then he should be there and the stone should be safe.
Sent who?
Lady Gralhund looks at you and says, "We had to enlist a third party. Things had soured with the Zentarim.
So who was the third party?
Well, he was just someone that we enlisted. A nobody, really.
Always been a nobody.
We needed a safe pair of hands. We needed someone that wasn't involved in what was going on. Our benefactor has become quite impatient and needing the stone. When it soured with the Zentarim, I hired a third party. They have custody of the stone. I will not be handing it over to you, and you will be vacating my villa."
Okay. Who was the third party?
She just looks at you.
You know,
She doesn't feel threatened, or she feels quite safe in her house.
I was always taught from a young age that sometimes people learn faster on fire. We
Roll
come
an intimidation check.
18.
Oh, natural one. Yeah, with that, she fully believes you.
My master always told me that you will burn for the things that you've done. Now, if you'd like to tell us who the third party was and why you gave him the stone.
She sits down and she looks with a look of desperation at both Hrabaz and her husband.
I was going to say, as Negan says that, can I, under my breath, once again cast Calm Emotions just on her?
Yeah.
And I want DC of 16.
She beats that with an 18, but she is quite intimidated as it is. We gonna make her frightened, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah. She is intimidated at this moment in time. Well, things had soured, and Erstal was getting close to the stone, and I needed someone to take it away from him. I asked around for anyone looking for a job. He seems a bit away with it, but he didn't really want much gold. He's not very talkative. When I was asking round, they gave me the name of the prophet.
Yeah, we're familiar with him.
So I asked him to track Erstal, and he did. I gave him a rather nice necklace of mine, which is partly to blame, I guess, for the damage to Erstal's face. But once that had detonated in the street and managed to kill that wretched gnome, he managed to take the stone and escape.
That wretched gnome was a friend. Be careful.
I guess when you're in our position, friends are easily bought. There's always another one round the corner.
Tavis's
Friends.
blood's boiling here, and makes his way away from this conversation, go to see if you can see where Urstel is. Just an aside. Come back to it whenever you want, Dal.
Yeah, you can't actually see him. He's now in the ballroom behind closed doors with the guards, the remaining guards.
Listen. We might have barged in here unannounced and come to your aid, whether you wanted it or not. But no, we're better to have on your side, should you need aid again. Which it sounds like you probably will. Just be careful when you talk of our friends.
You can roll a persuasion or intimidation, depending on how you meant that. Just let me know which one it was.
It was an intimidation.
Okay, roll the intimidation. With it, I'd say with advantage because she is already intimidated.
Alright, okay, then 25. Where did you send the prophet?
We have a safe house. It's in the City of Dead.
Go on.
Well, we have a family tomb there. We always have our people there, and he was instructed to hand it over and then to go and dwell wherever he dwells, and we would be in touch with money. His job would be over.
Well, I think the quickest way to get us out of your hair is to send us there.
No. What more do you need to know?
Where exactly is it? The City of Dead's big.
Near the centre, there's a small patch. Our tomb isn't overly large or lavish.
And how
It's hard to give directions of a park, really.
And how did you send him there? Surely you wouldn't send him on his own with such a valuable item.
There is a teleportation circle in the room next door.
Well,
But I warn you, and I do warn you, to think very, very carefully about what you're doing. That stone is meant for others. People more powerful, with more wealth, and more influence in this city than we have. And they grow impatient. We're not their only dogs. And right now they've sent their biggest dog out to find that stone. And if they catch wind that we've somehow betrayed them or handed that over to somebody else, that dog will come for us, regardless of all the work that we've done for them. You sort of see that the husband, he walks to the edge of the bed, where you see that there's a trunk. There's like a large chest, and he just sort of sits down on the chest, and he sort of slumps and puts his head in his hand. You can sort of see that he is stressed at this point at the thought of what she's saying.
I would like to having not got a chance to get back in, downstairs cast Mage Hand and come back upstairs to try and be listening to as much of this as I can.
So you're going downstairs casting Mage Hand?
I was downstairs when I was trying. Was I downstairs or was I wherever the guards went to try and find?
You were where they were fighting the guards. Where the stairs.
Ballroom.
The ballroom is on the same level that you're on. It's the other side of where that bathroom was.
So whilst I was talking to them, trying to say, can I get in here? Can I see him? And then their response was no. I'll quietly cast Mage Hand.
Okay. And where is that forming? Is it visible or invisible?
It's invisible. It's Le Jeu de Main, which is French for sleight of hand, I think.
So where are you putting him?
The Mage Hand is invisible, so I'd have put it just by me, and then as I find I had no sort of play with the guards and no chance to try and get in and see her, still again I'd have gone back into the room to be trying to listen to the conversation that Thorin's having with Lady Gralhund, and send that. I wanted to send the Mage Hand over towards Lord Gralhund.
Mm-hmm.
Just that for now.
Okay.
What do you think, guys?
When he went and sat over on that trunk, were there any other places he could have sat?
There were other places, but I mean, where the stool is where Thorin's sitting on the table. It's just sort of where it was closest to him, just at the foot of the bed.
Would I get the feeling, with what was being divulged at that time, that he went and sat on it, like to hide something? Does it look like he's hiding anything?
Just roll a perception or an insight.
One of them. Yeah. So 15.
You get the feeling when the talk of the benefactor came up that that sort of was maybe the trigger for him sitting down.
Okay. I say, big man. I'm feeling curious. Do you want to have a look in this chest with me?
Yeah, nice sort of look at the old boy sat on the chest. Just like to move my eyes.
He okay. Roll intimidation against him.
Oh, 10. Really.
He reluctantly sort of gets up, looks at the chest, then looks at you. He just sort of moves off.
Whilst that happens and he's distracted with the giant dragonborn in his face, I want to just use Mage Hand to try and pick his pocket.
The Lord Gralhund.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna roll a sleight of hand for that one.
Yeah. Uh, 27.
And what is it you're looking for? Are you going to empty all of his pockets, or are you looking for something?
Ideally, I was wondering if the stone was there, but otherwise just take anything that I thought might be valuable. It's Mage Hand, so I can only do from what I can see and pick up one pocket, so I just do whatever. Or like if there was a coin purse or anything like that, I'd have just gone for whatever.
Yeah, there's a coin purse with 5 gold in it.
Okay.
Just roll a stealth for it though, because you've now got a floating coin purse.
Well, would it not become invisible if it's held by an invisible being, creature, item, effect?
Good question.
Okay, so once the hand's wrapped around it, I'll check that.
Stealth 27.
Okay, yeah, you manage to pull it over to you or move it over to a safe space, holding on to that.
As he's moved, do me and Isla notice that the trunk's like buckled down or anything, or is it straight? Open the lid.
It looks like he's just got like it's like a standard wooden chest. It's got a lock on the front.
I sort of look at Isla and say, "Go for it."
Let's look at him and go, can I borrow your crowbar then?
Dink it out. Pass it to him.
And I'm looking at him and going, yeah, I don't think this is going to work, but I'll give it a go. And then I'm pretty much going to stand on that crowbar and see if I can jimmy the lock.
I would say make a... Make a strength check with advantage for the crowbar.
Oh, 11! Big man, can I have some help?
Yeah, of course you can.
Ulfgar will probably help him out.
You can just
Okay,
push us down on it with one hand.
Yeah, I was going to say I get plus two on the crowbar.
Yeah, I'd say with the added weight of Negan that the lock pretty much you sort of hear it creaking and groaning underneath the weight of it, and then the lock sort of pops.
Isla goes flying.
Yeah, I just have a glance back. Do they seem concerned?
They share a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna go rooting. I'm gonna turn that puppy inside out. I'm gonna be tapping the sides. I'm tapping the bottom. I'm putting my dagger into the corner and trying to flip it and see if there's any secret fucking compartments.
Okay, roll a perception check with advantage.
Are there
18.
kids seeing all of this as well?
They are still in the other. They're still in the other room.
Earshot, but not in eye shot.
I thought
Yeah,
she
well,
had
they're
all
still. No, she walked back in after she hugged him. So
Yeah,
what was
18.
the? What was it? Sorry.
18.
18. Okay, 1 second.
It's just a trunk.
Um,
I don't know, just them
Correction. It's a
Well,
broken.
It was.
Yeah, just with them talking, just with them going to sit down in the middle of that conversation. It's just like
Yeah, absolutely.
it's like the old, subliminal protecting something he wants to hide.
you have a look around it, and you giving it a tap. You feel that there's a sort of a hollow feeling. But what strikes you more is that where the actual the base of the trunk is not on a level with your feet. It feels much higher. The chest is on the floor.
Can I check for traps?
Yeah, you can check for traps.
6.
Not that you can tell.
I take that false bottom off and die.
Yeah, you pull on the wood. You get like a creak as it's wearing against each other. Yeah, you manage just to sort of jimmy it up, and then you lift it. What you see that is there's a false compartment, and it holds two what look like holy symbols to you, and they also look like there's 2 robes. Each robe is a red and a gold in colour. As you pull them out, you can sort of see that they look ceremonial, and the symbol looks like that.
Does that mean anything to me?
Do you have any advantage when it comes to religious checks?
I am proficient in religion, yes.
Okay, so you can make a religion check for me.
I've got a +2. I could help him.
We've heard about this.
Another 18.
18. Okay, you recognise this symbol as Asmodeus.
Who the fuck was Asmodeus?
How's that spelled, please, mate? Sorry.
Like it says on top of the face.
It is Asmodeus.
Well done, you.
Do you use it in a sentence?
He is Lord of the 9 Hells.
I don't say, is that who he is?
Yeah.
Holy shit balls.
Who is it?
And it's not that it's a symbol. It's a symbol on the clothing, or was that in there?
They are separate. They're not like stitched onto the clothing. They are like a medallion, if you like, that are sitting with each of those robes.
Sorry, I was flicking through my notes. What was Asmodeus is what?
The Lord of the 9 Hells.
Lord, oh, excellent.
No, Thorin. The Lord of the 9 Hells is not excellent.
So
It's far from excellent.
Isla spotted that. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, what you do.
When you sort of look back at them now, obviously looking at this and then saying, "What's this?"
Yeah. Care to explain?
They sort of look at each other, and you sort of see them going a little bit flush and a little bit red. I don't really feel that safe enough to be able to talk about this. If you understand my meaning.
If you want to go somewhere a little bit more private.
You just sort of see that they're just remaining quite tight-lipped.
Is there, other than obviously knowing who the symbol is for, is there any more information I know about it? Is it like a cultist thing? Would I have any more religious knowledge on the types of people who would worship?
Just make a religious check based on you knowing the religion. I'll let you do that with advantage.
Well, that's a good thing. 15.
Yeah, you get the suspicion that these are devil worshippers, that these are worshippers' gowns, and that generally that is considered a cult.
I don't know what's going on here. I walk over to Isla and Negan and was like, what is this? What's going on? What are we doing?
Okay, so what you would know is that based on your roles, he's the greatest devil. He's the ruler of all devil kind. He's the lord of the 9th, and was overlord of all 9 hells. That's what you would know, really, just ever so briefly.
He's the greatest devil. Do do do.
And I just turn off and say,
Whisper,
"No,
whisper.
I'm not an idiot. I know who this is. I know who you're worshipping. I'm quite happy to keep that our little secret. But what's your end in all this?"
Our end is what every noble family in this city desires. True wealth and power. Far too long as our family name sat in the shadows and our children watched as other children have more. We were in line. Many years ago, we were in line. I could have been a masked lord, but that was snatched away from me.
And now you seek to use this power that you worship and this wealth hidden beneath the city to get yourselves back there.
We have aligned ourselves with others. I'm not ashamed of that. I can't stand by and watch as our name becomes lesser in this city. But, well, once they know what you've done and where you've been, and I'm sure our lives won't be worth living.
I don't think we need to tell anyone about these robes. And I'm
I have
pretty
no assurances or guarantees. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. Don't
But
say that.
you're happy to stand by and watch the poor and the downtrodden and the out of luck in this city just die whilst you just glean after more and more power. You already have this magnificent house and this name and this fortune. What thinks you deserve that over them even having the 2 pence to scrub together to try and make a living and look after their children?
How dare you? How dare you waltz into my home and speak about pain and suffering? What pain and suffering have I ever caused?
Look at what you sit on, look at what you own, look at what you have every day for you and all of yours and what you
Which is
strive
my
for more.
family's. Which is my family's. Why should I? I'm a Water Davian.
So are all
A
of them in the Copper
true
District.
Water Davian. Why should I be any less?
All of those Copper District citizens are from here as well. They deserve just as much as you.
I have nothing to do with those down and outs.
They generate money that ends up in your pocket.
It is the natural order.
Not natural about it.
I was
It's
born
just what
into
you're
this
used
position.
to. Yeah, and you don't know anything different and you're blind because of it.
I think you've caused enough damage.
Oh, not nearly. Not nearly. I storm out again.
Put it this way, we didn't see you blowing up the front of your own house.
I wasn't to know. I wasn't to know that that was the damage it was going to cause. Not that I've seen it, I've only heard.
Yeah, well, we saw it because it was our house. Killing innocent people. Does the name Blackwood mean anything to you?
And with that, she does go slightly pale. I told you. They were sending their biggest dog.
Oh, well, their biggest dog isn't looking too sharp at the minute.
I think by biggest dog she means Blackwood.
He won't stop until he gets what he needs to get.
Does he know where you've sent the stone?
No. I I hope not.
You know where to find Blackwood?
No. But they want the stone. And they will use Blackwood.
Who's they?
She
Oh.
looks at her husband. And he just sort of looks at her, and you can sort of see that there is a look of fear in his eyes. And then Oren says, "The Castellantas."
So the Castellantas are going to use Blackwood.
They've been using him for years.
Who's Oren, sorry?
That's Lord
The
Gralhund.
dude. Okay,
Gralhund.
yeah. Fucking notes.
They too are in the pursuit of power and wealth.
But why would Blackwood work for them if he wants more power than anyone else?
He doesn't. It's always been for them. Ever since they did away with the Rosnars, he's always been in their pocket. He is their dog.
He's their rotten apple.
Well, after his plans in the Copper District were fouled, shall we say, he had to go underground. He had to lay low. Well, in the absence of something is a vacuum. And we filled that vacuum. We thought that we would use the opportunity. We've been part of the cult for years. We've been trusted. And we thought that we could use the opportunity to try and gain a bit of influence within the city. However, we never do as good a job as the loyal Blackwood. They need that gold.
Surely they'll be sending Blackwood to come and get used anyway.
And if he does, there'll probably be nothing left of us when he leaves.
Well, let's put it this way. We didn't really know much. We only heard about Floxen possibly staying here. You know, and it's led us to this point where we know about the stone, we know about the Castellantas and Blackwood. I'm looking at the evidence, and that the majority of your house guard is dead. The Zents know all about you, and Blackwood might be coming for you. And the best thing you can probably do is leave this city. If you love your children that much.
And she does look back, and you sort of see that the children are sitting on the floor, looking into the room, hearing everything. I don't know what we'll do. I know that we won't be safe.
Safer away than being sitting ducks here.
And she sort of looks around at the villa, at her home, and you sort of see that the realization is coming to her that what you're saying is probably correct.
And I promise one thing: I won't rest until Blackwood's head's on the pike. But that still doesn't stop him being able to get the people beforehand.
Then I suggest you hurry. Because if he is out there And if he is tracking the Prophet, he won't have much time.
That's fine.
Well, as it happens, the Prophet's looking for him too.
He has a funny look. Almost there. It's almost looking at madness.
Yeah, well, the Prophet's a wild one. You say Blackwood's a dog. The Prophet's a wolf.
I hope you're right for his sake and yours. Look. We have told you where we've sent him. If you use the teleportation circle, that'll be the fastest way.
What do you mean to do with Erstal? With Floxen?
I didn't see you come back in, Tavis. Calm down, have you?
No. Not really? You know that guy just tried to kill us all? Twice. Calm's not really on the agenda. Not mine, anyway.
He's not the first one to try and kill us, though.
Well, he certainly might not be the last if we let him try again.
I don't intend on that not happen.
And Lady Gralhund, what's your plan with Floxen?
Some dogs need putting down.
And that is my axe to bury. A word to the wise, watch over your shoulder. And light a lantern before you go. And with that she looks at you. And she looks at Krabaz. And she starts to make her way off from the chamber. She's not doing it in a threatening way. She's just walking away towards the door.
Lady Gralhund, one last thing.
She stops and looks at you.
We've not met on the best of terms, but I do wish you and your family well. I feel your choice of patron is not the wisest. And if that's what you and your husband want to do, then I can't stop you. But, maybe show your children a more righteous path. A path where they can lead happy lives without this death chasing them through it.
Any suggestions?
Well, I always found my peace at sea. The peninsula to the west is a nice place. I found my peace there.
And you see that a single tear rolls down her cheek. And she doesn't wipe it, but she nods. And then she turns and she starts heading towards the bedchamber, the ballroom.
Thorn, stick these cloaks and these symbols into your bag. I don't know why, but they could be useful.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Listen, I don't know if we've got time to comb over this joint, and quite honestly, from what Tavis is saying, the city guard could be here any minute, and we do not want to be seen around this crime scene, as well as the one that was outside our own house. I think the best thing we can do is get in this teleportation circle and go. Of which, speaking, would we be able to use the teleportation circle, or would we need someone to activate it for us?
You would have to. You haven't personally looked at it. Tavis, you seen that it was lit.
Yeah, it was It was good to go. We're just going to leave Ursula Foxen here after he's tried to kill us.
Well, as she said, Urstel Floxen's hair axe to bury. If you got something different, then you crack on.
I'm with you, but... Excuse me, I think my emotions are clouding my judgment.
Your business is your business. Listen, I've had it once before, where someone has been executed. And that is not... I'm not going to condone it. I'm not going to sit around and watch it happen. If you want to do that, that's fine. But we've got to chase over.
I've not tried to do that, and I've not done it. I'll give that guy a chance. He came back at me. I tried to subdue him again.
And when you had him held up at arrow point?
Then he went for me again. That's what I mean.
Pretty sure he shot him in the face first.
No, he didn't. He didn't subdue to the suggestion to come and parlay, did he? He didn't. He didn't take that on board. He wasn't willing. He stood his ground. He was obstinate.
I certainly beg to differ. However, that's a conversation for a different time. Time is of the essence.
Get out of here.
We need to get to the prophet. Oboe, see what we can find out. Blackwood's looking for him. This party's in 3 days now? 4 days?
Yeah.
Big man, you coming with me? I'm going to need your axe.
Yeah. No, let's go get this stone.
Isla Yuntide! And I go towards the teleportation circle.
So where do we think this leads again?
Fuck knows. Safe house. We need lights. I've got light. And I give the big man up just a punch in his chest, and as I do, cast light on his breastplate. And fucking big red lighten.
Before I leave, can I go out on the balcony and have a look around? Just outside and see if anything's going on outside.
Make a perception check.
Ulfgar, before you... not Ulfgar. Thorin, before you go out, at least throw a cloak over your head so you don't look recognisable.
I do as he says. And I rolled 14.
For what you can see, the streets are busy in terms of it's a day in Waterdeep, but nothing looks out of place. Nothing looks like there's a disturbance or anything like that.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'll follow them to the teleportation circle.
Okay, so marching orders. Who's going in first?
Isla's going first, isn't he?
Fuck that, big man. You're going first. I'll be right behind you. In fact, can I get on his shoulders? Let's go together. And I jump up, get up on his shoulders, and while I'm there, I knock an arrow and draw it.
Okay. I feel like there needs to be a harness made here, but yeah, you hop on, and just sort of wrap your arm around where he's got his adventurous pack, just sort of resting your arm in and digging your feet in around the sort of hip area of Negan.
I'm not even going to lie, I see myself on his shoulders with my feet tucked under his armpits.
Yeah, shoulder ride sat on top of his pack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
arrow
that's exactly where I see this, yeah.
Alright,
Getting
cool. So
beyond the Thunderdrome vibes.
Yeah.
It's like I'm Groot. Rocket.
Rocket and Groot, that's the best one yet. So Pinky in the Brain, you're going first. Who's after that?
Whoever.
Come on, old
Don't
man.
mind.
All right.
The old man's in the middle
Ulfgar next.
with his
Yeah,
shield
Ulfgar.
out.
Yeah,
I've got
shield,
the back.
with shield out, scale of red scale shield.
Yeah, and I'll go.
Who's at the back?
I'll go at the back.
Okay. Those watching watch as Isla and Negan enter this blue field, and you see what looks like turning the gas up on the hob. As they do, that whitish blue light shines deeper and larger and grows around them. And you see them for an instant, sort of just their image just fading, almost like they're seen behind heat rising, and they disappear. And then Ulfgar, Thorin, you step in, and then Tavis. Negan, you watch, feeling Isla on top of your shoulders. You watch as this bright light just engulfs you for a second, searing light, and then goes. And doesn't just go, but light leaves you completely. It takes a few seconds, and just like when your night vision, when you turn off the lights and your night vision's gone, that's how it feels. Everything feels blurred for a very split second. The light from your breastplate shows that you are in a very, very small room. It's a 10 by 10 room. And as you look down, you can see the faint glow of the teleportation circle, just as it was before. In front of you is a wooden door. As you get your bearings and look, Ulfgar appears next to you. He goes through the same motions of rubbing his eyes and letting himself adjust. Then Thorin, and then Tavis. All of you are now like crammed into the smallest lift that you've ever known. It's just really cramped space. You look around, there is cold brick. You not quite cold enough to see your breath, but getting there. And there is no light in the room other than the light that you bring with you and the small light from the teleportation circle.
Can I see on the door if there's a handler in it?
Boom. Quick look.
Because I've made out it's a door, haven't
I can't see that one. You go to try the lock, the door, but it's locked.
Okay.
Have we got light from Negan's breastplate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I pull out my crowbar out of my bag and pass it?
Okay. Does your crowbar give you an added buff to your strength check?
You allow them to add proficiency, I think.
It pluses 2, so I've got +5, then plus for the crowbar, so it's +6.
Yeah, so it's a strength check, then that on top, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Can I just, obviously, where I think, obviously, because I'm guessing I can see where it would be a lock and then go for it.
Go for it, yeah.
Natural 1, so 7.
You just can't quite get the crowbar in. It's quite sort of sealed in terms of getting that crowbar and just trying to get a prize on it. But you can see that where the lock is.
Yeah.
So we're locked in a little room.
Yeah.
Where, just before we open the door, where do we think we are? Where do we think this might open up to? What did she say?
A mausoleum.
The mausoleum. But open the friggin' door because it's very, very cramped in here.
Okay, so everybody, weapons ready, okay? And I'll try and
as you say weapons ready, you just hear a and Ulfgar just sort of looks at you all quite sheepish.
Right,
oh my god! Quickly! Let me try and open the door.
We're talking about bioweapons.
So let me try and use thieves' tools to pick the lock. Was it locked?
Yeah.
Let me try and use thieves' tools to pick the lock.
I rolled a 90 to have a go again.
And so can I use thaumaturgy and make Negan's eyes glow red in the dark?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, he looks demonic.
Yeah.
Well, so what are we doing first? Thieves' tools.
Yeah. So it's
As he's
step-
trying to get about,
You're having
I
another
got-
go.
I have another go with a crowbar.
Okay.
What would be your total?
19.
19. Again, just it is a solid door. You're just trying to get in and crack it.
Fuck this door!
I got 16 with thieves' tools.
16. Even then, you just can't.
Well, unless it's sleight of hand.
It's just dex, isn't it? Dex proficiency.
Yeah.
Dex and proficiency for these tools. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've got one idea, but it isn't soul.
Let me. Does it start with thunder? Thunder.
Yes.
I mean, I could try again with these tools. I've not broken them.
I mean, we're not going
Maybe if
Is anybody?
Ulfgar, if you hold this little implement like this and push it in there, you can probably help me if I try and make my thieves' tools check, because I can use my other two hands for the other two tumblers.
I've never known so much bollocks in all my life. I'm
Curiosity.
not certain how a crowbar against the door helps you pick a lock.
No, Ulfgar's given me. I'm giving Ulfgar one of my thieves' tools,
Right.
and he's using the help action to try and.
You
give
will
me
do
advantage
anything to try and
open
worm
it.
advantage out of anything, won't you?
Some-
That will
some-
not work.
Someone.
Help action is a thing. You made us read up on it, and I did.
Come on, Tavis, I believe in you.
Just out of
I
curiosity,
give him inspiration.
has anyone actually tried the fucking door?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said it was locked.
Negan tried it.
Can Ulfgar not use the help action?
No, because it's something that you're skilled and proficient in.
Alright, I roll 22 with the crowbar.
22.
Door doesn't budge.
Door. Fuck. This door.
D and D and D.
Can I cast guiding bolt on the door and see if I can just blast the fucking lock off?
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
In the same way that you'd use bullets to try and destroy the lock and tumblers, can I just guide and bolt that fucking shit?
Yeah, so you still make an attack, don't you?
Yeah. Natural 20 for the attack roll.
Right, well, that's sound because you get to double your dice then, don't you?
Yeah, 4D. All the dicky. That will be 24 points of damage.
Fuck your door.
That was doubled.
Yeah, sadly.
It's a pretty hefty hit. And after the wiggling that it's had from the crowbar, it takes the blast. It doesn't obliterate the door. It's not quite open.
Technically, if someone wants to have a hit at the door, they've got advantage on it.
I would have
I'd-
1 inch punched the door.
I'd say
Dude,
Negan and
It's
Axe.
fucking 25. Fuck's sake.
Use the axe. Don't 1 inch punch it with your D4 plus 1 or whatever thingy is.
He punches it. He punches it, and the door opens.
Yes!
Fucking hell.
Door
Let's use a
nil.
fucking spell to
One.
fucking get us through that bastard door.
Doors.
You're in another small room. This is
With another
it's quite a funny shaped room. It sort of curves off to your left and round. You can see that there is a a barrel with what looks like a couple of sort of rudimentary seats next to it, and looks like there's been some sort of like playing cards or something that's been left on top of the barrel. That's over on your left. Ahead of you and on the right, you see what looks like a set of stairs.
Guys, we should have asked for more information about where we were going to end up.
Fuck this. YOLO motherfuckers.
And what to say to her guards when we find them?
Whose guards?
She said he was giving the stone to her men.
Before we step out into this, quick recap. 10 seconds. How much information do we have about where we are right now? What do we know?
It's their family burial chamber.
So it's in the grave ward, still in Waterdeep. Family burial chamber.
That's it.
And she
That's
sent
it?
she sent Obo here.
AKA the Prophet.
Right, listen guys, we've been sent here. We're in a dark room. There's no fucker here. Isley jumps off Negan's shoulders and stomps up them stairs.
Okay.
I follow.
You wind your way up a circular set of stairs that are quite steep, quite narrow, and really sort of twisty. You watch your step as you go.
How far does it go? Is it reminiscent of the one where we walked down the spiral staircases into the layer that ended up being the Elder Brain?
Just make a perception check.
I'm shit at that. Oh, 19's not shit though. 17.
You don't really get the feeling that that's the case because there was no sort of stairs leading down. You were just in one room. But these do feel like tighter, sort of less of a diameter, if you like, across the actual stairs itself. You make your way, and as you start to do a couple of turns, you start to see that there's a light coming from above. When you emerge, you can see that the stairs actually continue, so it actually opens up, and the stairs actually continue again, stone winding away up into the next floor. As you look around, you can see that there is a sort of white marble which spreads right around. And you can see that this is in this wall is carved these sort of various depictions. There's one of a castle. Well, it looks like a castle, and looks like it's sort of surrounded by armies and whatever else. You can also see that there is a statue. A figure which is cross-legged and holding a book open. And then as you look around the other way, you can also see that there's a set of large black oak doors. One door's just slightly ajar. And from where you can see the little table in a room the other side. Is everyone going up as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tavis, as you enter this room, you recognise this as the Manchun mausoleum.
Okay. So I'll say to the guys, like, bring them close, bring it in. This is the Manchun mausoleum. This is the place. This is where I went in. This is the Zentarim hideout. Which room of that do I recognise this as?
The room is where the two were talking, where you met the two.
Where I met the two. So there's other secret doors from here that I didn't get to.
There was only one set of doors. You went downstairs into a room with a barrel with playing cards.
This is the same set of doors. Okay,
and you've seen that door, and you didn't go any further. You came back up the stairs, and then listened to the conversation.
Yeah.
behind that door was a teleportation circle to the Gralhund Villa.
The door we just came out of is the same door that
Where
all
you started.
those... Yeah, where I didn't get any further and all them Zentarum came out from after we fled the last time when we'd had the battle out in the graveyard, and we came back to have a recce, and then when we were watching the front door, more and more Zentarum just kept coming out and out and out. That's where that door that teleportation circle. That's where they all just came from. So now we're in the absolute belly of the beast of the Zentarum. And we know that their leader's missing, but accosted, apparently going to be taken care of by the Gralhunds. But
So, where's the stone then?
well, she said Obo had it. She could have just set us up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pressing forwards.
Look around. Do we see anybody? Is there any signs of movement or life or
Make a perception
sconces
check. There are sconces, but they're ever lit. They're magically lit.
17.
No.
17.
It doesn't sound like there's anyone down here or...
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing forwards and go upstairs.
As you go upstairs, the actual you come to sort of like a ceiling, where it's just sort of like the stairs just come to a dead end.
The only way out of here that I know is I made my way in by playing my way through a magical trap / puzzle situation that helped me get down here. I don't know if there's a way to do it from this side.
Looking around, you see that there's a lever which is like sort of built into the stonework as you've sort of come out the stonework and then into the room and then back into stonework as you're walking up. You can sort of see that there is a lever that's built in that's alongside.
I push that big button, also known as the lever.
Yeah, as you hear the lever, you hear like clunks and twists and whirls and whatever else as things start to move, and you hear the grinding above as light slowly comes in through a bit of a gap, bit of dust falling, and then the roof, the ceiling above you just starts to move, and you see that is the opening now into the mausoleum itself, the actual burial sort of shrine of Mansoon himself is moving out of the way.
Yeah. Can I see anything when I get up there?
In terms of people, no. You poke your head up, the room's empty. You can see now that from where you are that the room is made of it is quite ornate, but not overly decorated. You can see that there are sconces the same as below that are lit, and you can see that there are two huge, again, black oak doors. These are massive in size, 20 foot, in front of you, and they are closed.
Is this the room with the harp in, or before that?
Yeah, this is the room with the harp in.
Yeah. And we're like, this is the magical harp that you had to figure out how to play to get down into the Zentarum lair, which obviously turns out it was a room to a teleportation sigil to the Gralhunds.
This doesn't make any sense.
Well, Obo took out... He did a bounty hunter job, didn't he, on Ziraj, who was one of the main players for the Zentarum, so on that front it does make a bit of sense.
Did you say it's quite dusty?
There was just a bit of dust when it was opening, falling through the crack as the large stone monument above you is shifting around.
So there's no footprints or anything like that I can see?
No, not that you can see, no. There's only one way in or out of this building, which is the doors in front of you.
So should we go back down and see if there's any other rooms?
Yeah.
There aren't. I've been here. Right, Dim? I
Well,
mean, just see, there could be. I'm not going to say that. It looks like it was when I came here. Secret doors, maybe there was. I was on my way trying to have a parlay, so I wasn't trying to be particularly sneaky. So maybe there could be, but as far as I know, it looks like it looked, and that's been the secret passageway, and that makes a semblance of sense. The fact that the Gralhunds had like a barracks basically for soldiers and stuff, that makes sense. Actually, it wasn't the Gralhunds' place; it was the Zentarian's place. But in terms of Obo, where he's gone now, well, we all know where we saw him last.
Yeah. Was it worth? It's worth giving this place a once over, see if we can find any clues.
Whilst it's quiet, yeah, I would definitely say so.
Yeah. Can I take a walk around upstairs, looking for any tables, paperwork, the type of lever that was used on the stairs. I want to see if any of them are in the wall.
And this is in the mausoleum room itself.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
And I'll light a torch to make things a little bit better. Natural 20.
Yeah, you see that there's a harp on a wooden table. A wooden table is just a wooden table. You see that the carving, the statue carving on top of the plinth itself in the centre bears the inscription alongside of Mansoon. You can see that the walls are decorated with what look like, which are of paintings, and there are, each one is like as if it was a window. It sort of continues into the next painting around the pillar to the next painting around the pillar, and it sort of shows a green land with trees and what looks like a large lake, almost like a sea in the distance. But that's all you, and the main doors, that's all you see in this level.
Okay.
I'd like to take a little torch off a wall and go and check the room that we first came into out of the teleportation sigil room, and just kind of have a look around in there, trying to look for any traps or like secret bricks or like odd movements in the walls or anything like that.
Just make a perception or an investigation, actually.
Those pictures don't look familiar to me, do they? On the wall.
No, not to you, no.
16.
16. It's just solid brick. Everything looks like it was made of hefty materials. The wood in the door, as you know, is really heavy oak. The barrel, there's not much to it. It's not like damp down here, but it's definitely cold. It's definitely just a place where people have just been hanging out, whatever, and like passing the time. Shifting around the barrel, you don't really see anything. There's nothing really there other than the teleportation in the next room.
Okay. Can I move to that room, the teleportation room, just have a look around there? Is there anything randomly left or dropped in there? Or...
Well, technically going into that room would mean you were going into the teleportations.
Oh, so you move... Okay, yeah, okay. I'll,
Oren?
not do that.
Yeah.
Long shot, mate. Do you want to send Obo a message? See if he replies. Just tell him that we know. Or just tell him that we think Blackwood's coming for him. And to be careful, and we want to help him. I never thought I'd hear myself saying that.
Yeah, sure.
See if he wants to meet up. See if you can get anything out of him.
The enemy is my enemy and all that.
Yeah.
I'll do that, but I'm not expecting to hear a response.
Tell him if he helps us, then one day I'll bring Norm back alive.
I give him the first message. and see if he responds.
Which is what? How many words can you do? Let's do with Travis. Travis, sorry.
I'll take it. 25, isn't it?
Yeah, you can reply to this message.
Yeah, it's like oboe.
Come on, Laura.
Oboe, it's us. The Gralhunds have sent us to help you. Blackwood is after you. We can help. You can reply to this message.
Bosh. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Oh, well, worth an effort. Anything back, Thorin?
Doesn't seem like it. And I carry on doing what I was going to do right now. Going and examine the statue with the book.
Okay.
Thorin, can you just send Obo another message quickly, please? Just tell Nisla says he's a dick.
I'll do it. Send another message. Obo, Negan loves you. Isla says you're a dick. You can still respond to this message.
You hear a voice come to you. The Gralhunds are all dead. I am at the tip of this destruction. The old windmill, Seaward. This is a dick.
And I am visibly shocked and like, oh my god, listening to this. And I go, Isla, you're a dick, but you're amazing.
I know.
What? What is it? What?
He said he was the tip of the destruction. And the Growlhunds are dead.
No great loss there.
But we were just there. And then he said the old windmill, the Seaward.
Right.
And that Isla was a dick.
Like he wants to work with us. Is that going to be a trap?
It's a trap!
I don't know. Negan,
Well,
how much do you think he still loves you?
I feel like the way I don't feel like got any of that anymore.
how did he sound? Did he sound like quote unquote the old Obo, or did he sound like the prophet, the guy who seemed a bit out of it, according to Ulfgar when he described him down in the bar?
In my head, I've got him sounding out of it and quite cold.
However, if he's telling us that he's the tip of the destruction, it's absolutely him.
Would I be right in thinking that he's just like completely cold?
Let's
Oh,
go there
no.
now.
Oh, I've lost you. You back?
Right.
Oh, you're back. Ooh, thought I'd lost you then. What was going
Like
on?
Spike.
Yeah, I've got in my head that he sounded completely out of it still and quite cold.
I don't think he's our oboe anymore.
Oh, hopefully he's still got vengeance on his mind.
But didn't he have the stone?
He didn't say he had the stone. I didn't mention the stone.
No, didn't the Gralhund say he had the stone?
Gralhund said he had the stone, yeah.
Well, let's get after him. Let's get after the stone. Let's go.
I'm inclined to agree. Time is of the essence. It's probably best not going back through the teleportation circle. I think this is closer anyway. If we head down to the south side of the City of the Dead, and then
Yeah, I
cut
think-
across southwest, we can make our way over to the old windmill. Was it in Mistshore, was it?
What's that, sorry?
Where was it? The old windmill in the ward, dock ward?
The old windmill in the sea ward.
D ward.
Yeah, that's what he said, wasn't it? Seaward.
That's what I've got written down. I really need to start taking the fucking keen mind feat.
Or just any notes.
We've got a map.
Just pull a CUNY.
Okay, so you're currently in amongst this.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
City
mate.
of Dead.
And we need to go southwest, yeah?
No, the Sea Ward is up here.
Okay.
Northwest.
And we don't know where
Yeah.
the old windmill is, so we'll have to find that out.
And where the Gralhunds?
The Gralhund Villa is there.
If they're all dead, we're not taking that transportation circle back. That's just fucking dumb.
Well, not if Obo killed them. Nah. Too much risk of Crown Guard. You're right. Let's go.
Why would he kill them?
He didn't say he killed him. He said it's just the tip of the destruction. You know, he could have given it if he was employed by the Gralhunds. He could well have given them up.
You could well be wrong as well.
Or we could be well walking into a trap. But one way or another, Obo's tied up in the middle of this somehow. So
Doesn't feel good.
let's get ourselves onto a wagon. Let's get over to the Sea Ward. Maybe the wagon driver will know where the old windmill is. If it's a windmill, it should be pretty prominent on the skyline. I imagine
Yeah.
near the coast as well, so it gets good see. So
And if it's
If
old,
it's-
he'll know
if it's
about
a-
it.
if it's on the promenade, then maybe we're in luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
I think we need to
Done.
make a move.
So head out of Manchun's tomb.
Again,
Head out of the grave. The City of the Dead, and try and flag down a
yeah,
cab.
Uber Express.
Okay, so that's the plan. Who's going out the door?
Yeah, I'm going. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't mind because I can say I'll go. I look like the people that would have been around here anyway.
Okay. Yeah, you walk outside into just after noon, daylight. You look around the familiar area. You don't see that there is any guards at this point.
Also weird.
You're in the City of the Dead. And your plan is to leave and head towards the seaward.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
get a cab for the old windmill.
Okay, and that's where we'll leave it for tonight.